Charleston Southern head coach Gabe Giardina, the team coming off a win over ranked Furman this past week, 24-20. This week they're going to be back in action. They're going to take on Richmond. That is on Saturday afternoon. So, Coach, just some general thoughts on your team, then we'll get to some questions.
Just really proud of the effort that we played with. Really proud of the practices that we put in on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of last week. I thought we responded for a team that's a lot of sophomores and juniors. We showed some character. Super proud of our staff. I thought we put a good plan together. Felt like we knew it was going to be close, and obviously getting 4 turnovers and not turning it over at all was huge, and probably obviously the biggest difference in the game. So, just proud of our guys.
Um, when you're playing a team, I mean, we talked this last week with a number in front of their name, whether they're ranked 1 or 25 or whatever, there just seems to be something about that. Did that lead to like, hey, if we beat this team, we're beating a ranked team for the first time in 8 years? I don't know, just some general thoughts about that.
I because we're so young, I didn't know it was the first time we'd beat a ranked team in 8 years until after the game. Certainly didn't talk to the team about it. Just talk to the team about turning the page and from week 1 to week 2 and playing better. And I just thought we played and practiced with the right mindset, and our guys really believed, even when we were down in moments in the game on the sideline, you could just see the look in their eye. They were ready for the next thing. We just kept saying, hey, you got to stand toe to toe with these guys. Don't back down. Obviously, I think it helped that it was an in-state team. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was, good. We see those guys here and there in recruiting. And so some of our players know their players. But then, but they just responded the right way. And it was an awesome sideline. Like, our guys are just so into the game. One moment in the game, we're trying to talk about, hey, what we're going to do next on offense. If they score, we're down. If they don't score, we're up. And this is the different philosophies that we're going to have of calling the plays. And they looked at me and said, hey, come on, get it out so we can go over here and cheer for the defense. And I thought, that's a moment for us right there. This is what we've been trying to build to for a year and, half or whatever. And it's sinking in. The culture's right. Let's go play the game.
You mentioned about the turnovers, and usually use the term stat stuffer for basketball, but Tylan Hollis did literally one of everything on the defensive side. Our co-defensive player of the week this week. Talk about, I know it was a bunch of people, but talk about his play specifically.
Well, he's obviously, we think he's a good player. Plays in a couple different packages for us, and has a knack for getting his hand on the ball. And is got his hand on the ball last year, picked one off against Lindenwood. So I mean, he's got to teach him to run after the catch a little bit. It's a little weird run there. It's got a little magnetism. We got to be, running away from the guy trying to tackle you. But just really proud of the work he's put in. He was hurt a lot in camp, and so I think he's actually going to keep getting better. And I think that the greatest thing about Tylan is just the way that he plays. He flies around. When he arrives, he's going to strike you. He ain't going to try to back down. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but I think he gets some superpower from those long dreads that he has. And just really, it's his mentality, I guess, that is the most important.
And you sort of already talked to it, but just generally, I'm counting here 8 TFLs, 4 sacks. Just the pressure that you could get on them obviously made a difference too.
Yeah, we talk all the time about sacks. Like, we have a goal that we're trying to get to, and we'll keep it a secret. But we really are. We talk about that a lot with our team, and getting them off schedule, and just disrupting the quarterback. So, week 1 we didn't get there. Week 2, hey, we got there. And that was a big difference in the game. I really thought Chandler Perry played awesome too. I mean, he had a big stat stuffing game too. Had a pick, had like 9 tackles, played a ton of plays. So him and Tylan really were they're special in the game.
We sort of talked last week about the closest in games. Here you go on the road, you win a game, and it's also close. And I would think that just is going to benefit you down the road when you're playing more tough teams because you know how to win a close one.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? It was finally nice to get over the hump in one. Just learn how to finish. I was really proud of us, offensively with the way we finished the game. We drove the ball twice, being up, got the field goal there from Reed. And then the next drive, we get it back. They got all their timeouts. We got the new clock rules, which we spent copious amounts of time this offseason studying. And so to be able to say, hey, this is exactly what we got to do, and to see our young, freshman and sophomore field O line and freshman and sophomore running backs get it done to ice the game, be on the field, in the game in victory. That was very validating, I think, for just our all of our guys on offense. So really, that's how you want to win it. You don't want to be holding on for dear life with your defense on the field out there trying to get off the field. No, we got off the field and we ran it and went victory, and yes, sweet feeling.
What can you tell us about Richmond? They've played an FBS foe, and then they lost to Wofford, who's a team that already played Gardner-Webb. So just thoughts on what you've seen from them.
I mean, playoff team from last year, got a team, with some age on it for sure. I always say it's like seniors versus sophomores out there. So very talented. Coach Huseman's done a great job for a long time at a lot of different places, and just got a lot of respect for his track record of winning. And they play hard, and they come right at you. They like to run the ball with their quarterback some, so we got to be just prepared. Obviously, they turned it over last week, and so obviously was probably the difference in the game for them, and so I know they'll be anxious to get out there and to play.
Well, Coach, again, congrats to your team. Thanks for joining us this morning, and best of luck this week, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Kyle.